I do have video evidence on my phone, is I found ice worms.
Ice worms?
And I thought they were a myth for the longest time.
Wait.
Because you hear about ice worms.
I've never even heard of that.
I thought that was a myth too.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
actually saw them, and I have video evidence of them.
Bro,
on my
you're a
phone.
cryptid hunter.
So what are ice worms?
So they're a worm that's about an inch and a quarter long,
Okay.
and they live in glaciers, and they can only survive in glaciers. If they get warmer than like 33 degrees Fahrenheit, they fall apart and die.
Wow.
And if they freeze solid, colder than 31, they die. So they're this just bizarre. And it's wild to watch a super fragile little creature crawl through what is some of the most densest subject. It's
Right.
insanely dense. It's harder than concrete.
Wow.
Glacier ice is, because it's been compressed over so many thousands of years.
Yeah.
Watch this little worm that's that fragile crawl through or find its way through ice and live in the ice like that. So
What a niche environment. You know what I'm saying?
I know, that's what it's like. And, so you see, they're kind of like, wow, this is really wild. And then it's like, why would God create something like
Yeah.
this? It's just so,
Why?
the creativity and the extent that he went to create things that, like, we get to go discover. And it's pretty wild.
Wow, that to me, that's evidence of God's existence, because if evolution was true, like the Darwinian evolution, that wouldn't be a thing. It's the survival of the fittest, and you would want to be in an environment that's less harsh than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if that were true, like the whole theory, and only a God who has a sense of humor could like create that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, you can only survive between these two temperatures, and then you have to burrow through the hardest thing ever to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
Wow, that's so cool, man. I wish I could see that with you. I that would blow my mind too. Man,
I got a spot to take you.
There's your connection.
that's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on what we just talked about, because I was watching all these videos about how to get to the top of Mount Whitney.
Oh, yeah.
And because it's like a goal for me and my sons to get up there, the highest point in the continental U.S., and it's here in California, which is awesome. And then there was an atheist that was traveling with a Christian, and they're all going up together. And they get to like halfway to the summit where you can see all the other peaks, and he just starts crying.